Today on Bench Briefs, we're looking at a complex and important case from the Federal Court of Appeal, Canada Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness v. Rodas Tejeda. This case dives into the tough questions around national security, legal process, and fairness in how Canada handles people deemed inadmissible on security grounds. At the heart of this case is Rodas Tejeda, a man who was found inadmissible to Canada under a security certificate issued by the Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness. Security certificates are powerful tools the government uses when it believes someone poses a threat to national security. But they also raise serious questions about rights and procedures because they can limit what a person can see or challenge in court, often involving confidential information. So it's no surprise that when Rodas Tejeda was targeted by such a certificate, it sparked a legal battle. Here's what happened. The minister issued a security certificate claiming that Rodas Tejeda posed a threat to Canada's national security. Once the certificate was issued, it set off a series of legal proceedings to determine whether the certificate was valid and whether Rodas Tejeda should be removed from Canada. However, Rodas Tejeda challenged the certificate on several grounds. He argued that the process leading to the issuance and enforcement of the certificate was flawed and amounted to an abuse of process. In other words, he claimed the government and courts mishandled the case in a way that was unfair or improper. There were also disputes over who should bear the legal costs of this complicated litigation. The Federal Court of Appeal faced three main issues. First, was the security certificate itself valid? Did it meet the legal requirements, and was there enough evidence to justify finding Rodas Tejeda inadmissible on security grounds? Second, did the process surrounding the certificate, both administrative and judicial, involve any abuse of process? Abuse of process is a serious claim that suggests the legal system was used unfairly or improperly, potentially violating Rodas Tejeda's rights. And third, the court had to decide how to handle the costs of this litigation. Should costs be awarded, and if so, to whom? This might seem like a smaller issue, but it reflects broader questions about fairness and accountability in high-stakes cases involving national security. Why does this case matter beyond the parties involved? Security certificates are a controversial but important part of Canada's immigration and national security framework. They allow the government to act quickly when it believes someone poses a serious risk, but because they involve secret evidence and can limit a person's ability to fully defend themselves, they must be handled with extreme care. This case highlights the ongoing tension between protecting national security and upholding the rule of law and individual rights. By examining the validity of the certificate and the fairness of the process, the Federal Court of Appeal reaffirmed that even in national security cases, the government must follow proper procedures and respect legal safeguards. The court's scrutiny helps ensure that security certificates aren't used arbitrarily or unfairly, and that individuals subject to them receive a fair hearing. The discussion about costs also underscores the importance of transparency and fairness in how these cases are managed, which can affect access to justice. In short, Canada Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness v. Rodas Tejeda reminds us that national security measures, while necessary, must be balanced with respect for legal rights and procedural fairness. It's a reminder that the justice system plays a crucial role in keeping that balance, even in the most sensitive and challenging cases. Thanks for listening to Bench Briefs. Be sure to join us next time as we explore another fascinating legal story shaping Canada's courts and communities.